Jock and Bass Mafia for bringing me here. And I gotta be honest, like when this whole trip, this whole adventure was coming about, you know, Trey did a great job of coordinating with Jock and his team and Lenny and all them. I had no clue what this was going to be. Like, I literally thought it was just going to be just a desert, nothing, you know. They always talk about the big bass here, but I was a little skeptical. Just last week, you know, I caught one almost 10 pounds on Loscop, and you guys absolutely have big bass here. You got big game, big bass, and I'll definitely be bringing my American friends back here, no doubt, like hands down. This is absolutely amazing. Just the short little, you know, social media post I made. I mean, people are saying, hey, who are you going with? You know, where do I need to book and things like that. And I'll make sure to send them your way and Jock's way and everything. But yeah, I'm on day number 19, I believe, of South Africa, and this has just been absolutely phenomenal, like I said. And I've learned a lot here. I've learned that you guys say 100%, 100%. You guys say lekker. Lekker is absolutely amazing. And we did the dry horse thing, we did the biltong thing, we did all that, and most importantly, I learned that brandy and Coke is like the national drink here. So it's been phenomenal. I may have developed a problem while it's 19 days. So no, it's been awesome. But no, I just want to kind of talk about my experiences here and like the fishing here, right? So in the United States, it's like we fish 9 to 10 tournaments a year, and you guys see it on the Elite Series. I'm fortunate enough to be fishing for 13, 14 years on tour, and I've seen a lot over there, and it's like always go, go, go. We're going to this location, and then that location, go, go, go. So this whole trip here was a nice little time for me in 19, 20 days to just relax, chill, and enjoy the scenery. But what I learned from you guys is you guys absolutely have the heart and drive to make bass fishing a legit Elite Series tour. I mean, everyone here loves fishing. Everyone loves to compete. And, you know, with the help of Jock and others, I mean, this thing could be a legitimate tournament trail, tournament circuit, or tournament community. And I would love to see it at, you know, sometime in the future to be at the same level as it is in the Americas. And like, we've been very fortunate to make a living out of this thing, doing this whole bass fishing thing. But my experiences here, you know, I went to Rust of Winter. You know, Uncle Lenny took me to, where else did we go? Ranosterkop. And of course, we had the event on Lotskop last week. And I was fortunate enough to catch a 9.5 pounder, a 4.35 kg pounder that Jacques pointed out on a deep nest. I mean, a really, really deep nest. Of course, this is springtime. You know, the fish are bedding or just coming off the beds. But we were out there at Loscop, and I just saw how many big, giant fish were spawning area, you know, all over the place. And I didn't want to talk about it, but like the whole live scope thing, you guys seen it all over Bass Live and everything. You guys are shaking your heads. A couple of the boats I've been fortunate enough to hang out in, you guys have got, you know, all the Garmin stuff and all the live scope stuff, and just seeing what is out there and how big some of these fish are is absolutely amazing. But every time you tune into Bass Live, Bassmaster.com, it seems like, you know, the kid is 25 years old or less, and he's out there live scoping around, just kind of looking down and casting. It is so refreshing and nice to come here and see everyone fishing the bank, fishing the shallows, because that's where the tilapia live, right? Out in America, we've got those little shad, those little silver shad that move around the water column, so they're constantly moving around off the bank most of the time. Here it is nice, and I didn't want to talk about the live scope thing because I kind of want to save you guys from that whole headache. It's really just a headache, and it's a video game. But here, you guys don't have shad. You guys don't have roaming bass all over the place. You guys have bass that relate to the bank, which is really, really nice. They eat those big tilapia. I saw them chasing down tilapia. And that kind of leads me to my next thing is, I've been fortunate enough, again, like I said, 14 years on tour, and my rookie season was 2012, and there was 9 of us that qualified for the Elite Series Tour in 2012, and I'm the only guy left. And they just died out, and they just couldn't either fish or promote. So those are two of the biggest things in the Americas that you know, that we keep to the forefront is, you know, can you fish? Yes. Can you promote? You know, and if you could do both of those things on social media and stuff like that, be good on camera, things like that, you're really successful in the Americas. But here, it's like if you can catch a 25 to 30 pound bag, I mean, like you're right there. You're really, really just right there. And I just want to share kind of, you know, the attack and the approach that I used here on Lost Scope. We had a couple really good days out here fishing, and that's pattern fishing. You guys hear about pattern fishing a lot. Now, granted, your guys' dams aren't as big as our lakes out in the United States, but the reason why I'm here today as a professional bass fisherman, the reason why Kevin Van Dam is so good at what he does, and Mike Eichnelli and those guys are so good at what they do, is because they could go on any body of water, whether it's Rhinoceros Cop halfway across the world, or, you know, Lake St. Clair in the United States, put the trolling motor in the water, never been there before, and pattern fish. And patterning fish is just like patterning animals, like that giraffe right there, or whatever, you know, the rhinos, well, we don't hunt rhinos, but what else? The bush pigs. So we pattern them. We kind of do a little research and figure out where they live in the months of January through March, in the months of the summertime heat, in the months of fall. But it's real simple. In the summertime, they're deep. In the wintertime, they're deep. In springtime and fall, they're shallow, shallow, shallow. Now here with the tilapia, that changes. They're a little bit shallower. But on Lake Loskop, you know, I heard after the spawn, where do they go? Like, where do they, people, it's hard to catch them on Loskop after the spawn. And that's where patterning comes into play. And what I mean by patterning is recognizing where those fish are biting and then duplicating that throughout the lake. Now, our lakes are so big, you could drive, 100 miles down the lake and still not get to the other end.